Welcome to Build Your Arsenal. YouTube hates that you like firearms, so make sure to like and share this video. I've had the Canik SFX Rival-S for a while now, and I really like it for the most part. So keep that in mind. I'm not just trashing on the firearm. It's the first Canik that I've added to my arsenal. I bought it with my own money out of my own pocket. I'm not honest outlaw here with T&E firearms or manufacturers handing me firearms at a steep discount. Overall, I think they are a really great value, especially if you don't have the money for the Walther version of what you're looking at. You also end up with a lot of extras that can be nice to have. But to come in at that price point in the market that they're able to come in at, there has to be some compromise somewhere along the way. Obviously, we know the made in Turkey is part of that compromise. Even with that, I think they're still delivering a product that's better than other brands from Turkey, like Gersan, for example. The biggest compromise is the fit and finish, in my opinion, especially with the SFX Rival-S. The slide looks good for the most part in terms of aesthetics, but on closer inspection, it's covered with sharp edges and corners, as you can hopefully see. Dehorning those edges takes time, which increases labor, which increases cost. So there's obviously cost savings involved here. The part that is probably the most compromised and disappointing in terms of aesthetics and lets you know that this is a budget firearm is the frame on the SFX Rival-S, which I will show you. It's a casting which isn't a problem in and of itself. The new FN High Power, for example, has a cast frame that's done well. This, on the other hand, is just an obvious kind of low-tier looking casting, though. It's pitted all over. Lots of imperfections. Very visible seams. It's just not a clean, smooth finish. There's no way around it. It looks cheap or cheaper, and it's a major area where they're cutting corners to meet their price target. Again, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just the difference between more premium brands and the lower tier brands. When people complain about the cost of those more premium brands, this is just one of those things that you're paying for with those more expensive firearms. Again, my complaint isn't that it's a cast frame that looks low tier. Rather, my biggest issue is with the marketing and advertising on Canik's part. They've tried very hard to obscure this in the photography, and they've done a lot of magic in their pictures to hide these imperfections. Of course, these pictures are just a few examples of where they're doing this. It's worse on their Instagram, for example. In my mind, they should just be honest and upfront about how rough the finish is. Stop trying to hide it. What do you think, though? Does this or would this piss you off at all? For that $900 price tag, I think it's worth considering the Walther Q5 Match M2, which has a polymer frame, but it's going for around $650 to $700 right now, or you can pick up a Sig P320 and add an AXG grip module if you shop it right, and if you want to stick with a metal frame. Granted, you won't get all the extras that the Canik has in the case, but these are two of many good alternatives out there to the SFX Rival-S. As I said, I like the Canik SFX Rival-S. I'm fine with it having a cast frame, but I want to be fair about just what you're giving up with a budget competition pistol versus the CZ Shadow or Walther, for example. Canik is still making great firearms at great prices, and that's why it's in my arsenal. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.